Hey guys, thought I'd come at you a little bit and share a few of the baits I've been using up north to catch smallmouth. Excuse me. So I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. I'm just gonna get right into it. The baits I've been using, Mr. John Adams makes them for me of Star Lures. If you want any of those things, just give him a call and he'll make you pretty well anything you want, right? Any color you want, he can match about any combination you can think of. Here's a little 3-inch flatworm. That's what I caught my fish on the last couple of weekends. This little guy, or not last couple of weekends, yesterday. That's what I caught most of my fish on St. Clair, right? I don't know what color you call that. It's kind of like a green pumpkin, dark smoke party color. It's got a little purple and gold in it, so that purple and gold seems to be a good combination for smallmouth up north. I guess it depends a lot on the water clarity and the sunlight and all that good business, but that's just one of them, right? I've been using that one quite a bit this past Saturday. I also caught some fish on this guy right here, which is more of a butterscotch color. I'm trying to get it close to the lens where you can see it. It's difficult for me to, I keep looking down at my phone to make sure I got it in front of the lens. But anyway, that's kind of a butterscotch color, and again, it's got the gold, silver, and purple flake in it. So another really good color. That's actually what I started out with, and as the clouds rolled in, it got a little darker. I went to this little color right here. So very good little baits, you know, 3.5 inches long, perfect size for the northern smallmouth. And it would have happened that I get on here and start doing this and people go to texting me. And this is just a video. It's not uploaded yet. I'll be uploading it in a little bit so I can share this stuff with you. Here's another something Mr. John Adams made and sent me. All this stuff is just a try, and we know that smallmouth like smoke color, so this is kind of a smoke and gold flake. See the little tail on there? It's like a little speed worm, but it's a grub, 3.5 inch grub. Haven't really got a chance to use that very much, and all of a sudden everybody in God decides to drive by and spin their wheels and make a bunch of noise. But anyway, we'll get done here. So that's a good combination right there. I feel like I'm going to catch a lot of smallmouth on that once I get down to giving it a legitimate try. Haven't really gotten a chance to do that yet. Here's some more of those in smoke and silver. Another really good color. Again, 3.5 inch, real small. Put it on a little jig head and swim it along and bounce it off the bottom. Works real good. Here's a little tube I've been catching quite a few fish on right here. It's a little bitty tube, right? It's kind of green pumpkin or smoke green pumpkin gold flake. Works really good. Caught a lot of fish on that last weekend actually, but they weren't any of the ones that I brought to the scales. So I've got several baits here to show you guys. We got little bitty tiny, if they get super finicky, there's a little tiny 3-inch worm, I don't know if they call it, I don't know what they call that thing. I think they call it a trout worm or something like that, but it's a little bitty. And again, that's kind of in the butterscotch and purple and gold flake in it. Haven't gotten a chance to use that yet, but I will this weekend coming up, because we have got a lot of work to do up there figuring all this out. And that's just a couple of the baits, and I'm just trying this stuff out, right? And so he's just sending me these little little packs of things to try. Here's a little crawl. It's in that same color that I caught fish on, so that's going to be real good behind a jig. Or you can put a little hook in that, or a little lead head with a small 2/0 hook in it. Be perfect little crawfish imitator. Just the right size for a small jaw to eat. We got them in other colors too. Here's another little bait that Mr. Adams has sent me to try on these smallmouth. Don't know what it's called. Shame on me. But you see that little tail? How that little tail just moves around? It's got a little minnow shaped body. If you can see that, it's a little tiny. It's almost like a crappie lure, but it's about 3 inches long, 3.5 inches long. A lot of action in that little old tail right there. So I did catch a couple on that last weekend, but unfortunately they weren't the ones I brought to the scales either. And again, all this stuff is like fairly new to me, and we're just trying different things to see what works real good. Here's that same bait again in a little different color, smoke and silver. That last one was smoke and gold, or green pumpkin and gold. That's going to be a good little bait for me, I figure. And here's something here that's really interesting. I haven't gotten a chance to try it yet, but this is basically a split tail spinnerbait trailer. And it's about 4 inches long in all, but it's got a body that's about 1.5 inches. It's got some thickness. You can put a little drop shot hook in that thing and just, you know, I just haven't gotten a chance to try it, or a little lead head in there and bounce it off the bottom. It's got just enough action to be, or you can use it behind a spinnerbait. They work great behind a spinnerbait. But all these colors are basic colors that I know that they somewhat like up there on the Great Lakes, the smallmouth do. See what else I got here laid out. Well, here's another little bitty thing. I probably got some more here that I ain't got out, but this is all stuff I've been trying, and I've only been using John's bait. So here's a little split tail minnow style bait. It's only 3 inches long, 2.5, 3 inches long, but again, that's perfect to put behind a little jig head and kind of bounce it through the water column, especially for you forward facing sonar guys. You put that on a little 1/8 ounce head or something and just kind of throw it out of a light line and just right by them fish. I'll guarantee you they're gonna eat it. They ain't gonna be able to help themselves. I haven't gotten a chance to try that yet, but I will probably this week, because going up this week the winds look fairly light and manageable. We are going to St. Clair. Here's another little same minnow bait, just different color. So that's green, kind of green pumpkin and gold color. Get it up there where you can see it pretty good. Again, I got to look down at my phone to make sure I'm holding it in the right place so you can see it. You see the little split tail on there. See how much little action that's got? A lot of little action in that bait. It's not stiff at all. It's one of the things I asked for is action. I want the bait to be able to move in the water and not be like stiff at the board. But yeah, here's another little one of them worms. Again, super finessey, little bitty tiny thing. Super finessey. Kind of looks like a flat worm, but it's a little smaller, a little thinner. Got a lot of movement to it, lots of movement to it. So great little finesse type bait, and it's small enough that you can probably catch crappie and some other things on some of these things. I know I caught a bunch of free walleye guys. Yesterday I got in a patch of walleyes on St. Clair, and we just caught them left and right for a little bit there. I had to leave. There were some smallmouth there too, but I couldn't get this bait past the walleye. They were tearing it up on a little drop shot. So that's that, and I'll show you real quickly. And pull my drawers up. That ain't it. That ain't it. Mother, there he is, right there. Oh, okay. Here's the proof that I was in. Basically proof, you might say it's a day late, but you can see the little worms still on there. I caught a slew of fish on that worm yesterday, of all kinds, on St. Clair and in the river and on Erie. Here's my little drop shot weight here, about a 12 inch leader. That kind of seemed like it worked pretty good yesterday. However, I started out with one longer than that, shortened it up a little bit. The fish were really close to the bottom. You couldn't even see them on forward sonar until they'd come up. There's some kind of grass that was pretty crazy. And this is my favorite little drop shot rod right here. Let me get the line out of the way so you can see that. If you can see that, now let me get it where it's in the screen. Anyway, can't get it just right, but anyway, that's a medium action Pride spinning rod, 7 foot, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 7 foot medium right there. So very good, very light. You can fish with it all day. It's not going to bother you. A kid can fish with this setup all day. Pretty good little setup. My old knot's kind of janky there, but I fished with it all day yesterday. I never broke my leader off, only one time. But anyway, I broke it off way up there. I never retied it. So that's all day fishing on that little dude. And it was good. It was good. It was a good day. We just didn't get the bites that I wanted to get. But I'm going to end the video now because I'm getting a little bit too long. I don't know how long it's been, probably 15-20 minutes. But anyway, that'll give you an idea for what I'm doing. A couple other things I want to just touch on briefly here real quick. This right here, Line Taming Serum. You also get that. John Adams also makes that. I use that on all my reels. It keeps the kinks out of my fluorocarbon. Really performs well. You'll cast a mile with it. If you put it on there, I like to put it on at least a couple hours before I fish with the rod, maybe the night before, and just let it soak all night. That works pretty dang awesome for me. Just takes a little bit, don't overdo it. And that bottle's like several months old right there. Here's another little product I've been using a lot lately. I've been seeing me do lots of posts on it. Is this right here, the Crush It gel. And this is specifically the crawl crack, the one I've been using. It's got a little orange color, orangish red. And you smell it, it smells just like crawfish. If you ever caught crawfish and messed with them a lot. Here's another one I've been using a little bit lately. It's the Bass Crack. It's green, lime green. And this is Salty Cracks blue. Sorry, the bottle's a little bit dirty. It's been rolling around in a boat. And I've got some other stuff that's experimental that I'm testing out up here, and I got some other stuff that we're going to make in the near future and hopefully put that on the market. So any of these baits, you go to Star Lures for the plastics, Line Taming Serum for this right here. They're both made by John Adams, so just reach out to John Adams. He'll make you any color you want. This here, obviously reach out to Crush It Gel on Facebook, or you can go to their website, crushitgelbasscrack.com. Get you order that. If you order any of that, mention my name. It helps me out tremendously. You know, I don't get nothing for it, but it shows them that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's the main thing. I don't care about a cut in the money or anything like that. I just want them to know that I'm out here working for them and doing what they need me to do, and that's pretty much it. Anyhow, I'm gonna get off here now before I go too long. This is gonna take me a while to post this up, and of course I may have to do another one because I might not like this, but it's just how it is. And for those of you that saw what I put on Facebook this morning with the hairdo going everywhere, it's gone. Took care of that first thing this morning. As soon as they opened up, I was down there at Great Clips getting it buzzed off. Anyway, tried to do that last week, couldn't get in. So it is what it is. I'm gonna let y'all go. Have a nice day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.